Holy crap. I thought I'd make a quick video. I just finished watching Fabio Wardley versus Daniel Dubois. My God, what a fight. What a fight. That was brutal. Brutal. It's not often that I am left lost for words, but holy crap. I mean, first thing that comes to mind, Fabio's toughness. I don't know what this guy is made out of. Heart, grit, determination, resilience, the will to persevere, you name it. He's made of different stuff. To say that Fabio Wardley is a brave man is an understatement. This guy is something else. He's a true warrior. He's a real fighter in every sense of the word. I don't know what the guy's made out of. How he was taking those shots and he didn't go down. I don't know what his skeleton is made out of. I'm starting to think he's made out of the same stuff that they put into Wolverine, that adamantium or whatever it was. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And Daniel Dubois, I mean, a beast, an absolute beast. The way he just kept moving forward, kept the pressure. And, you know, we didn't know how this was going to go. Well, the way it was advertised, don't blink, and for good reason. I've got to go back and watch the fight. I'm sort of rambling because I'm all over the place. I just finished watching it. Fabio knocked Dubois down in the first, 20 seconds of the first round? Obviously a flash knockdown, woke him up. he had his I think his trainer in the corner there, Don Charles, throughout the fight, slapping the shit out of him. But it worked. It got Daniel to do what he had to do. Remarkable, truly remarkable from both men. I didn't know how it was going to go. Fabio's face was a complete mess. Daniel just kept patient. He stayed out of range. My initial thoughts, Fabio was always looking for that one punch knockout. That's his thing, you know. And as soon as it got into the 9th, the 10th, he was getting hurt. But we all know Fabio Wardley. He is at his most dangerous when he is hurt. Go look at the Justice Hooney fight. I thought maybe we would have a repeat. You know, maybe Daniel would start getting a little bit overconfident. He'd move in for the kill, and Fabio would catch him. But it didn't happen that way. I am a hardcore boxing fan, and it's not often that I start wincing and actually feeling bad during a fight. But round 9, round 10, when there was a moment there. I got to go back and watch it again. There was a moment there. Fabio was just stumbling around on his feet. I was like, they have to stop the fight. They have to stop the fight. This is where the corner needs to, you know, do what they have to do to protect their fighter. I'm surprised the doctor didn't stop it, especially the second time they checked. Maybe it was just in the moment, but Fabio's nose looked like it was made out of gelatin or something. It looked like it was the bone. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad that the referee stopped it when he stopped it. Fabio was taking far too much punishment. I think he's going to take a good long while off now before we see him again. The dude is incredible, you know. True, like he's a real life Rocky, you know. He's a real life Rocky to take that sort of punishment. Unreal. You know, I hate to say it, but that's the sort of punishment that takes years off your career, if not your life. That was a vicious beating that he sustained. How he absorbed those shots, how he didn't get knocked out, how he kept standing. The guy is something else. You know, Fabio Wardley is the man. He didn't win, but he is the man. And Daniel is right back in the mix. You know, young dude, I think he's my age, 28. And he's a heavyweight champ again. Now he's a WBO heavyweight champ. So he's right back in those discussions. He's right back in those discussions with all of them. You know. Don't know if Usyk is gonna want to fight him again. Does anybody want to see a third fight? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if this was really that comprehensive of a video. Just my initial thoughts. Fabio looked good, man. I think the first 3-4 rounds he was really determined to just get Dubois out of there, and I was really on the edge of my seat. And then as the fight kept going and going, Dubois really put the he started to put the pressure on. He started to figure him out, and this is where the discussion comes in. Is it the amateur experience that made a difference? You know, we all know Fabio's story. He came from the world of white collar boxing, no amateur background, and he's done incredible things, truly incredible things. He became world heavyweight champion. You know. But then he fights a guy like Daniel who has the amateur experience, who maybe is the better, well, we saw it tonight, I think he just has the better technical skills. You know, did that play a factor? Food for thought. Now, in the post-fight interviews, Frank Warren mentioned that there is a rematch clause. Does anybody want to see that? Judging by the fans' reactions, I'm not so sure. I don't think they want to see Fabio take punishment like that. Although, there is a flip side to that coin. Remember the Fraser-Clark fight? Remember the first one? Fabio Wardley, Fraser-Clark. That thing went the whole way. The second fight, Fabio figured some stuff out, and he just put Fraser-Clark out in round 1, viciously. Is there a chance that happens in a rematch with these two? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. I think Dubois is he's just too young, too big, too strong, too good, and he likely is the hardest puncher that Fabio has ever faced. I know I said it before. I just cannot go on enough about how tough Fabio Wardley is. He's just, man. You know how they say about some of these fighters, they're too tough for their own good. This guy, Fabio Wardley, 31 years old, as a heavyweight. Really, he's still in his physical peak. He's in his prime, I think, and he's a competitor. He just lost his title, but if we can judge his temperament off his performance this evening, I think he's going to want to come back and regain it as soon as possible. So yeah, those are my initial thoughts. Incredible fight, brutal. Like I said, it's not. I mean, I watch a lot of fights. I watch a lot of boxing, a lot of MMA. I'm used to seeing dudes get hit, bleed, but this was something else. This was like a sustained onslaught, and the longer it went on, the chance that Fabio was going to pull it out of the fire and turn it around were diminishing. Those chances were diminishing as the fight progressed. So yeah, again, I'm glad that the ref stopped it. He probably could have stopped it a little bit earlier, but whatever. If he stopped it too early, then you have people saying, well, you should have let him go out on his shield, and all those discussions. Hell of a fight, incredible. Maybe one of the best in the history of British heavyweight boxing. I don't think it's unreasonable to say that. Wow, truly incredible. All right, thank you.